Biomass is a form of renewable energy. It is present in the natural cycle of life in our planet, and its extraction is increasingly simple, yet technologically advanced, clean and economical. From this process, energy in the form of biofuels, heat or electricity can be generated. Biomass is obtained from a wide variety of materials: animal waste, residues from the farming and forestry industries, solid urban waste, and finally, dedicated energy crops. We need to replace this shortfall with renewable energy, and biomass is crucial as, unlike other technologies, it can be made available on demand. It's really important that this is done sustainably. Locally grown energy crops planted in short rotation plantations, SRP, are seen as one of the key ways to meeting our future energy needs, as it will be increasingly necessary to rely on greater amounts of biomass that can feasibly be converted to energy. They needn't compete with agricultural land used for food crops, as they can be planted on unused soils. So these energy crops are compatible with agricultural land used for food crops. Species such as willow, poplar, black locust, robinia, eucalyptus are already being successfully used for biomass production in countries such as Sweden, Germany, the United Kingdom, Poland, Spain, Italy, Ireland, France and Belgium, where the specific adaptation of these species to particular climatic conditions is producing high yields at increasingly lower costs. SRP can offer a wide range of social, economical and environmental benefits. Fast-growing trees such as willow or poplar are the most common type of energy crops grown as short rotation plantations, SRPs, and offer many environmental advantages. They can be planted in unused soils and even in those that have been polluted by industrial activity. They can be irrigated with polluted water and can help to purify it. They increase biodiversity and encourage pollinators such as bees. They can be used to prevent localized flooding. They can serve as retaining walls against wind and rain. And they can be used to absorb contaminants in the soil. For example, they can remove the nitrates or cadmium present in the soil that may be present following the incorrect recycling of used batteries. Short rotation tree plantations do not need to compete with food crops, since they can be planted in unused soils and therefore they do not need to replace or displace food crop production. The material that they produce sequesters carbon, which is released when it is burned, but this amount is equivalent only to the carbon that was assimilated during its growth through the process of photosynthesis. Allowing for a small proportion of carbon emissions during processing and transport of the wood fuel, this makes the product a very low carbon fuel. High-quality wood fuel from local short rotation plantations can offer a cheaper alternative to most traditional fossil fuels and can be used in all scales of heat or power production. Growing SRP offers a way for farmers to diversify, increase their income and bring local employment to rural areas. By obtaining biomass from SRPs, we help to avoid deforestation and soil degradation. We can develop short rotation plantations in our local area and so minimize transportation costs from producer to end user. Crops grown in this way can help to lower the risk of fire or of flooding in lowland areas of Europe. Biomass fuel is not only useful for large industry, it can be deployed at a range of different scales and for a variety of purposes, from domestic wood chip boilers to large-scale combustion plant for power generation. Using biomass fuel is simply getting back to our origins, but its use in the present day has been made easier and more efficient through technological innovation. For example, in a conventional household open fire, 80% of the heat energy produced is lost up the chimney, while in the modern biomass stove with electronic control, the figure is more like 10%. Using SRP wood fuel is an economic and sensible investment for the future. Homegrown biomass also means the creation of homegrown jobs and the local benefits that this brings. Using local biomass may be easier than you think. To find out more about the potential in your area, contact your local council or energy agency, or get in touch with a firm which specializes in energy assessment and renewable technologies. Investing in biomass is investing in the energy of the future. It is renewable, easy to use, and need not displace food crops. We need to develop the SRP biomass industry to ensure people have access to an affordable, low-carbon, local fuel supply which benefits the environment and local communities.